The breeze she can have that. Y'all ready to get started tonight? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Tonight we got to talk about something we've all been waiting to talk about. But tonight I'm also going to expose some truths. I'm also going to expose some truths tonight, you guys. So when you come in here, you know what to do. Hit that like button, drop your city and state. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. Everybody that's coming up in here tonight, hit that like button. I got an epic live video for y'all. Just in case I breathe, she can have that. Let's talk about it. Tonight, I'm going to go over the whole thing. A lot of people exposing the video. I'm going to talk about that as well. Right now, I'm rolling up some runts. Everybody, let me know what you're rolling up. Everybody, let me know what you're smoking. You know, we're doing it right over here on my channel. What's popping? Happy holidays, everybody. Mikey T up in here tonight. You already know what it is. You already know who it is. Everybody hit that like button if you're rocking with me. Hit that like button if you're rocking with me. Y'all ready to cook? Are we ready to cook tonight? Who's ready to cook? Huh? I know Star was live. He just gave a shout out to the dudes that threw bottles at Hassan Campbell's head. That's right. Star gave a shout out to the dudes that threw a bottle at Hassan Campbell's head. So shout out to Star for giving a shout out to the dudes that actually threw like 3, 4, 5 bottles at Hassan Campbell's head. That's right. I think it was 5 bottles in total because I was just watching Star, you know. But here's why I'm mad at myself, you guys. Here's why I'm mad at myself. It's because I'm the streets. I should have reported this first. I should have reported this before World Star Hip Hop. I should have reported before them. I mean, this is Mikey T, the movie star y'all are watching. But on the real, I haven't watched World Star in what? I don't know how long it's been since I watched World Star. I don't even remember why I don't watch World Star. You know what I mean? Maybe it was because of all their clickbaity type BS on their website. But at a certain point, I think we all know that we fell back from World Star Hip Hop. Rest in peace to Q. World Star used to put me up on their site all the time. But I'm going to get into what happened. I'm probably the only blogger on here that's going to tell you I know people who live in that building. So Hassan, you're not the only one who knows the layout of the apartment. Since you want to shout at all the residents over there, I know the layout of the building too. And we're going to get into this nice and slow, you guys. We're going to get in this nice and slow. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button when you tap in here. You got the livest blogger on YouTube right now reporting on this. Excuse me for the delay, but you know what it is. I'm back. Appreciate everybody for checking out the videos over the last few days. So basically, this is what happened. Hassan got saucy. And he goes to Bronx River to complain. He went to Bronx River to complain and to have a public meltdown about Cassie. He went to Bronx River to have a public meltdown about Cassie, you guys. A white woman. Are you kidding me right now? You're mad about Cassie getting money? You're worried about Cassie getting an alleged settlement from Diddy? Why are you worried, Hassan Campbell? Why are you so affected by Cassie, a white woman that does R&B, rhythm and blues? Hit that like button if you're just tapping in. We're rolling up. We got the conversation going tonight. Let me know what you're smoking. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know what city and state you're pulling up from. Salute my guy. Salute my guys up in here. Hassan Campbell is so affected by Cassie, a female R&B singer. Come on, Hassan. Why are you so affected over that? Why are you so affected over that you're having a public meltdown in the projects? How about you let Cassie be? She got her money speedily and quickly. The money was readily available to her. And Hassan, you're having a public meltdown in the project because you didn't get your bread from Bambaataa? Is that what it is? You're having a meltdown because you didn't get no money from Bambaataa. Yep, shout out to Wisconsin. Cassie's actually from my state. Cassie's actually from Connecticut. You wish, homie. Oh, you're rolling the Reggie in a Swisher? Okay, bro. Smoking on that good runts, personally. Guy's having a meltdown about an R&B singer. Hassan, why do you expect us to feel sorry? Why do you expect us to feel sorry for you? You could have got your money. You could have got your money. You could have got some bread just like Cassie. How about when 10 Toes Down told me in my interview that you refused to actually sue Bambaataa for any type of financial sum? And what did 10 say? 10 said he was actually going to get you the lawyer. So it really had nothing to do with you even doing anything besides showing up and pleading your case. You know, in my interview with 10 Toes Down, he exposed you, Hassan, for refusing to sue Bambaataa for any type of financial sum. Yeah, I got the interview. I could honestly pull it up right now if I wanted to, but I believe those were his exact words. So, guys, Cassie got paid, and Hassan Campbell is big mad. Hassan is big mad, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. Or as some of my fanboys might say, we're going to get to that. That's right. All these bloggers is my sons. You know, I went gold. I went big gold. Big gold Mikey T. 500,000 Mikey T. That's right, y'all. I went gold if you didn't know. On the Excuse My French album, my song with Max B called Once in a While went gold. So I'm a gold blogger. Guys, you see all these bottles behind me? You see all these bottles behind me on my table? Y'all see the bottles in the background? All those bottles got thrown at Hassan Campbell. They got thrown at Hassan Campbell off the 6th story of a project roof. All those bottles back there. So Hassan, listen to me. You go to a neighborhood. Hassan, you went to a neighborhood that you're not a resident of. You went there to go there and badmouth that neighborhood and stand in front of those buildings. You can't wait for something bad to happen to you, can you, Hassan? You just can't wait for something bad to happen to you. Everybody in here, hit that like button if you're rocking with the channel. Hit that like button. Drop it in the chat what city and state you're in. I really can't believe this dude. It's like he's waiting on something bad to happen to him. How is going there a good idea for you? How is it a good idea for you to stand in front of the building that you allegedly robbed half the residents of? What up, North Philly? Salute. Salute, North Philly. What up, Detroit? What's poppin'? Everybody in here, hit that like button. Drop your city and state in the chat. Let me know where you're tapping in from. Waterbury, Connecticut in the building. What's poppin', Flockaroni? Salute. Appreciate you tapping in from Waterbury. How is it a good idea, Hassan, for you to go to this project building and stand in front of it when you allegedly robbed half the Bronx River? It's corny to me, man. It's corny to me. How's that a good idea? What? You think people ain't out there? You think somebody's window ain't open a crack? You think homies can't hear you? You think I can't hear you yelling from 3 blocks away? Who's that yelling in front of my building? Come on, man. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm a resident there, I might disregard it actually and say it's some basehead. I might say it's some weirdo yelling at his phone. Might leave you be. I'm going to leave you be. I'm going to give you a pass. I'm going to give you a pass, Hassan. It's some idiot arguing with his girl on the phone, something along those lines. That's what people are thinking when they're seeing you yelling at the top of your lungs. They're finding a reason to not want to come over and smack the taste out of your mouth, smack the air out of your lungs, so you can't yell like that no more because you're annoying people. When people are doing their regular stuff, they don't want to hear some blogger outside. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Worcester Math was popping. Let me know what y'all smoking on, drinking on. I got some Rockstar on deck. Monster, what's popping? Where's the endorsement? I see my bro, the king of New York, rocking with Monster. So listen, guys, listen to me. Listen to me. What does Hassan do? He keeps yelling. Hassan, that's disorderly conduct. What are you yelling for? There is literally no need for you to continuously be raising your voice. Children live there. But again, you can't even control the level of your voice because what? You're intoxicated in public. So don't tell me he's not saucy, you guys. Look at his eyes. Go ahead and look for yourself. I mean, I get it. I get saucy too, but I don't get out of pocket like him. I don't go to people's projects yelling. You want people to feel bad for you, Hassan? You want people to, slide for you? Is that what you keep on saying? You want people to slide for you, and you went over there yelling. Listen to me. Listen to me. They don't even support BAM. They don't support BAM, and you're making it seem like they support BAM. You're a little bitch for that. I want to come and smack the taste out of your mouth for even saying that about them. Saying that they side with BAM. If they knew what you were talking about, they would have surrounded you right then and there and cut your life short. You just can't get it through your drunk head that they don't support you. Get it through your drunk head, Hassan. Because you went over there yelling, making it seem like Bronx River supports Bambaataa. You ran over there trying to make it seem like that. You know, it's not that they support him, though. It's just that they don't support you. We all know that they don't support Bambaataa like that. He's out of here. You going up there, you're the only one who still brings up his name. And you just can't get that through your drunk head, Hassan. They don't support you. And why should they support you? You come in front of their building. You come in front of their buildings talking about how you robbed half of their residents? What are you even doing, man? What are you even doing to think that you deserve that support? So then at this one point, this dude walked out the building, right? At this one point, this dude actually walked out the building. And what? You're holding something behind, you're holding like a knife behind your back? Fam, fam, listen. If that was me, I would have seen what you was holding. Listen, Haas, you play stupid games and you're going to win stupid prizes. The guy who first came out of the building, he actually asked you if it was a problem. He actually asked you if it was a problem. You said, nah, keep it moving. Hassan said, I can't even get no attention for that shit. That was done to me in the Bronx. What is y'all telling me? What are we saying? I didn't ask nobody for money. What are y'all telling me? What is y'all telling me? I'm in the hood. You know where to find me. 1455 Bronx River. I ain't ducking nothing. I don't want to be in the industry. I don't like the industry. Correction, Hassan. You actually tried to get in the industry. You went over there and you started riding academics. Oh, how were you riding academics? You befriended his friend 6ix9ine. You became friends with 6ix9ine to make academics like you, and it didn't work out. You see, the whole thing about that was academics did not want you to come over there and be anybody but yourself. Academics ain't signing nobody who's trying to be somebody else. What's the point of that? You played yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself out of the industry. The industry that you allegedly don't want to be in. The industry that why were you on the Tribe Called Quest album cover? Why were you riding with Bambaataa? Why weren't you sliding for 50 Cent? I've asked the question before. Why wouldn't you slide for somebody? Why wouldn't you slide for Fat Joe before you're sliding for Bambaataa? Man, you got it twisted. Something just ain't right. You didn't think you could make it in the industry, but you knew who was buying you groceries. 1455 Bronx River. I ain't ducking nothing. I don't want to be in the industry. I don't like the industry, Hassan Campbell said. You seemed like you like 6ix9ine. Seems like you like 6ix9ine to me. He said, I'm in the hood. Nobody likes me in my hood. I robbed these dudes. I put these dudes on a curfew. You robbed these dudes. You put these dudes on a curfew. And you're on here asking the general public why no one is sticking up for you. You've made enemies your entire life. How could you realistically expect anybody to stick up for you? It makes absolutely no sense. How would you expect anyone from your own hood to stick up for you? How would you expect anybody from the music industry to speak up for you? That's why Fat Joe jumped on his live and he condemned nearly everything you said. That's why all these people in the industry downplay you to the point where they don't even diss you. We saw Jim Jones dissing D1. He doesn't even want to say your name on Queen's Flip. It's pretty sad when you've been blacklisted to that level. So listen to this. Hassan said he put dudes on curfew. Hassan said, y'all see, I'm in the hood. Nobody is going to make me go nowhere. But I'm just saying, what is y'all telling me? My life and my pain wasn't worth nothing? No, that's not what we're telling you. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding anybody? Your life and your pain, your struggle has been witnessed by millions of people. Millions of people have witnessed your struggle and pushed your narrative, Hassan Campbell, to the point where they've made you a nearly famous YouTube blogger. So that's the answer to your own question right there. But let me also say, Hassan, old head saw you and told you to stop wilding out. An old head literally saw you there and he told you, stop wilding out, man. That's one. And number two, the dude with the striped jacket, you thought he threw a bottle at you. The dude who walked out of the building, like literally that quick, but it wasn't him. He came out of the building too quick. That was literally, it would have been impossible. And by the way, listen to me, stupid. Stop looking at the windows, Hassan. It came from the roof. It came from the roof, stupid. All 5 of those bottles were thrown from the rooftop. What don't you get about that? What don't you get about that, Hassan Campbell? So when you're telling people don't hide, they're not hiding in the building. They're on the roof. That's one. And two, it was the same dudes probably that threw the bottles at you the first time. The same dudes who threw the bottles at you, what was it, under the scaffolding or some shit the first time. It was probably them again. You know what I mean? Don't you criticize the lobby boys for coming back to the hood? Isn't that something you do? I'm pretty sure I just spoke with Keen Streets about that. Yeah, you criticize the lobby boys about going back to the hood. And what are you doing here? What are you doing there, Poppy? What are you doing in the hood? They don't want you there. There's bottles flying at you. They don't want you there. Do you know the damage a bottle off a project roof can do to you? Do you? I'm pretty sure that you can get brain damage if it hits you. Do you want to be the first to try it? Do you want to be the first to test it out, Poppy? Do you want to be the first to see when a bottle of Moet hits you in the head, how many stitches you need? Huh? Is that what you want to find out, Hassan? Do you want to be the first one to figure that out? No person would do that type of shit that you do, man. And bottle number 2. I remember bottle number 2. When he threw the second bottle, he said, "You're a fan." Meaning you're a fan of Bronx River. Meaning you're a fan of our neighborhood. We don't like you. Second bottle, cling, cling, cling. This whole table behind me of bottles got thrown at Hassan Campbell, you guys. Yeah, and then the video wasn't even live. But honestly, man, that's something that Poppy has done before. You know what I mean? You film videos, you kind of make it seem like it's alive or whatever. What's popping, everybody? What's popping? Hit that like button if you're up in here right now. Hit that like button if you heard the cling, cling, clang, clang of the bottles. This whole table behind me was full of the bottles that got thrown at Hassan Campbell. You see what it is, man. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the hate. As long as you're commenting, that's great. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I can't make this stuff up, man. I can't make this stuff up. Hassan, you are a fan of Bronx River. You are a fan. They told him that to him and to his fans on his live. You're a fan. That's gangsta. That's gangsta. You're a fan, Hassan Campbell. That's all you are of Bronx River. Meanwhile, you're over here yelling at the sky. Why don't you come down the stairs? You're yelling. You think that's tough, Hassan? yelling at the sky. You know what, man? You remind me of Trey from Boys in the Hood punching his fist in the air, man. What are you, boxing the sky? Is that what you're doing, Hassan? Second, you know that movie New Jersey Drive? You remember when they threw the bottle at the cop car and the dude was like, "Where did that come from?" Hassan was like, "Where did that bottle come from?" You had a rough day in the Bronx, Hassan. Well, let me tell you, you got to stop going to people's buildings. You got to stop going in front of people's buildings, man. What's wrong? You're not a lobby boy? You're not a lobby boy? Why were you in front of the building? How come you weren't in the lobby? Basically, you're not a lobby boy. You're basically not a lobby boy. And then I keep hearing Hassan mentioning the police. Listen to me, Hassan. Nobody at no point in time mentioned anything about calling the cops. Listen to me. You are an outsider. You're an outsider, Hassan. You're causing a disruption. You're causing a disruption of the ongoing business in the projects. Hassan, listen to me. You're making it hot, pretty much. You're making it hot. This was just a warning sign to not go back there, pretty much. They don't want you there. You're pretty much an eyesore. What happened to me? I walked in front of 18 gangsters unfazed. I walked in front of a dozen and a half gangsters unfazed. That's what happened to me. Hassan, they don't want you there, man. They don't want you there. You're an eyesore, Hassan. Get over it, man. You know what I mean? Why, when I walk out my building, when I walk out of my building, do I got to hear this guy yelling? You know what I mean? Why do I got to hear this guy yelling outside of my building like he's off his meds? That's what you sound like, Hassan, and I don't want to hear that. Somebody told him, Hassan, Poppy, I think he said something like they're coming from the corner. And listen, dummy, let me tell you something, dummy. I might have been up the block watching you too. Man. Listen to me. Them people were passerbyers. They know you were watching who was coming. Come on. We all know that. We saw that. Your head was on a swivel that whole video. And every time you kept spinning around, guess what happened? Another bottle got thrown down. So I'm going to have to say that it was more than one person throwing bottles at you. I'm going to have to say that it was more than one person throwing bottles at you, Poppy. So I'm watching this. So, yeah, I'm from Connecticut, homie. Don't get it twisted. I've been doing this shit since you were in elementary school. I've been running around these project buildings since 2008, homie. So don't get it twisted when you don't even know who you're talking about. Interviewed every rapper in every project building, and I don't film in front of the project buildings. We shoot our interviews in the lobbies. Ask 22Gs. So Flacco from No Jumper had some things to say about this video where he was pretty much exposing Hassan Campbell for putting two videos together. Basically, Hassan went to the Bronx River. Basically filmed a little 20-minute video and then attached another video to this. Now, a lot of people might have got it confused because of the nature of the video, thinking Hassan Campbell was actually live. Now, honestly, that's a thing that I think a lot of YouTubers actually do. They film content, they do a live premiere. Maybe some fans will get it twisted if it's live or not. Flacco, honestly, probably doesn't watch enough Hassan Campbell material to know that Hassan Campbell uses this tactic. This is not the first time Hassan Campbell has made it look like he was going live when he really wasn't live and he was just releasing a pre-recorded video. This has happened on multiple occasions with Hassan Campbell. Me being a YouTuber, I see it. My guy, Adam22's man, Flacco is just a little weird when it comes to these interviews. I'm just being real. The way that he tried to play little man Jay, that was some bitch ass shit too, Flacco, trying to make him give a percentage of all the money that he makes out. You know what I'm saying? What kind of bitch ass shit is that, Flacco? Putting little man Jay in a position like that, trying to take away from what somebody earns off of making music. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, man. And a lot of these guys, like the homie that Adam22 had up there interviewing Bangum Smurf, get some knowledge of who you're even talking about when you're asking questions about Supreme McGriff. Jesus, I had to let Adam22 know that a couple of these guys on the no jumper shit seem to be rookies. I do a lot of battle rap stuff. You know, I've interviewed Rum Nitty. I've interviewed Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti actually dissed me in a battle rap that he actually did in Philly. Don't know what was up with that because Geechee Gotti and myself kept in real good contact. You know, I did a bunch of interviews with Sue Surf. Me and Surf were pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? He actually we actually had a couple parties we went to out in Texas and shit. I was actually at the battle when he did battle Geechee Gotti. That shit was lit. Yup. But yeah, so the videos were combined is what Flacco was saying pretty much, and it was pretty obvious. You know what I mean? But I was thinking pretty much after something happened with Hassan Campbell, because I wasn't watching the live. You know what I mean? I don't be tuned in on his shit like that. I'm always working and creating my own content. You know what I mean? If not, I'm out there living my life. If not, I'm out there making connections for the next move. But I was thinking possibly his live, he cut it off because something happened. At the end of his live, you heard Hassan Campbell say, "What is this?" So I was thinking he may have deleted the live, but also, or put it on private, saved it, downloaded it, and attached it with the aftermath of what happened. You know, he attached it to the aftermath of what happened. I wasn't really sure about what happened. You know what I mean? But another person, one of my homies, C's, actually said to me, he's like, you know, when Hassan Campbell was in that video, he didn't seem like he was shot. He didn't seem like he had any blood on him. But one thing is for sure, that man got chased out of Bronx River. That is for damn sure. That man got 5 bottles thrown at him from the project buildings. I'm talking on some French Montana Jim Jones shit. Y'all remember the bottle throwing competitions they had in the club? Well, somebody was trying to get a strike on Hassan Campbell. Yeah, watch your mouth. That's my OG, Bangum Smurf. Beef or not, that's my OG right there. Free domination. You know Damo's coming home. Damo's going to get a podcast deal right away. Damo's coming home soon, you guys. Podcast deal on the table. Max B's coming home in 2025. Shout out my brother Born, King of New Jersey in the building. We all know who the King of New York is. The King of New York is Benny the Butcher. Shout out my guy. But we're ready to cook. Are we ready to cook? Let's cook, y'all. I want to give a shout out to Star, because Star just gave a shout out to the dudes that threw a bottle at Hassan Campbell's head. So shout out to Star, y'all. Shout out to Star for giving a shout out to the dudes that threw like 5 bottles at Hassan Campbell's head. I think it was 5 bottles in total because I was literally just watching Star talk his shit on that. This is why I'm mad at myself, though, because y'all know I'm the streets. Yo, don't be talking no shit on my bro, Max B, bro. You know, me and Max B just went gold together, bro. We got to celebrate that. Me and Max B and I just went gold. You guys are all looking at the only gold blogger. Gully TV didn't go gold. Gully TV didn't go gold. Hassan Campbell didn't go gold. Hassan Campbell didn't go gold. Who went gold besides Mikey T? I don't even think Elliot Wilson went gold. Did you go gold, B. Dot? Huh? I don't think no. I'm not talking to you, Nori. I'm not talking about your gold albums, OG. I went gold on a single. Gully TV went wood. Gully TV went booty. Gully TV sold like maybe 60, maybe 70, if he was lucky. Oh shit, for word? You're saying it was a buffer? A buffer and a lag? Because a buffer will happen, a lag will happen sometimes. Say your computer shuts down. If your computer shuts down. Listen, guys, I should have reported this myself. I'm mad at myself this because I'm the streets, y'all. I should have reported this first. And here's why I'm mad at myself, y'all. I should have reported this first, but World Star got to it first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of guy that really watches World Star anymore. You know what I mean? I graduated from that. You know what I'm saying? I graduated from World Star and all that back in the day when we were all, you know, loving to be on World Star and shit like that. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Shout out to everybody that was doing things with World Star back in the day. Yup. But basically, guys, this is what happened. Hassan Campbell got saucy. He got saucy and he goes to Bronx River, right? He goes to Bronx River to complain. He went to complain. He went to have a public meltdown about Cassie. Guys, this guy went to Bronx River to compare his situation with Bambaataa to Cassie and Diddy. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, dude? Are you serious, Poppy? Poppy, you have an imagination. What is wrong with this guy? Flacco from No Jumper says this is going to destroy his career, making up narratives like this where he's pretending to get shot, allegedly. I was about to go to the Bronx River. I was going to go where Hassan Campbell was at in the Bronx River, probably still do this. And then I was going to go to the hospital that he would have went to, and I was going to see what was up. Do we got to do that, Hassan? You're making videos, saying all types of shit, getting saucy, going over to Bronx River, filming videos. You kind of looked a little embarrassed in the middle of your video. I'm not going to lie. You looked embarrassed to be filming your video. You looked embarrassed to be filming. I'm sorry, geez. I don't know who that is. I don't know who you're talking about, to be real with you. You know what I mean? But why is Hassan Campbell so affected over Cassie, excuse me. Why are you so affected over that, man? Why are you so affected over that? That, like, you're so affected about Cassie, you're having a public meltdown in the streets, in the projects. How about you let Cassie be? First of all, she's from Connecticut. I should just I should just smack the taste out of your mouth just for that, man. You have no respect. You have no respect for the people that come from Connecticut. Get out of here, man. Leave Cassie be. She got her money. Hassan, you're having a meltdown in the projects. You're crying about why you didn't get your money from Bambaataa. And you're crying about why we don't feel sorry for you. Geez, you could have got your money just like Cassie. You want me to bring up the video? You want me to bring up the video where 10 Toes Down told me in my interview that you refused to sue Bambaataa? You refused to sue the man, and 10 Toes Down was going to get you a lawyer. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You didn't even want to go after your own self-defense. You didn't even want to put you got Doggy Diamonds to put your story out there. You didn't even want to really defend yourself, but now you do. But look what you've done. You've alienated somebody like 10 Toes Down. You've alienated a man that basically was going to help you after you had already put him in a weird situation. This guy has given you chance after chance, even when Bimmy was going to come in and put together a whole group of podcasters that was basically going to be like the Clout House out in California. And all y'all could have really blown up and been doing major things. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. These guys don't see an opportunity when it's right in front of them. So Hassan Campbell goes to a neighborhood that he's not a resident of, and he goes there to actually badmouth the neighborhood and stand in front of those buildings. Hassan Campbell, you just can't wait for something bad to happen to you, man. How is that a good idea to you? To stand in front of the building that you allegedly robbed the residents of? You said you robbed half the residents of Bronx River, right? You even said it in that video. That's ignorant. How would you say that? If those were people that were walking up 300 yards away from you, I wouldn't have been shocked. I wouldn't have been shocked if some of the people said, yo, Hassan Campbell's out here. You always said you wanted to get the drop on him. Here's your opportunity. He actually made his way out to the Bronx River today because his YouTube money has dried up so much. And now Hassan Campbell really doesn't care. He really doesn't care. So he's going to go on the internet and he's going to say the worst things that he can say on the internet. But you know what? Pretty soon, they're going to take away his voice in full. Pretty soon, they're just going to take away his voice in full. And then he's not even going to be able to get these hundreds of thousands of hits off of his shock value. It's really embarrassing where he's taking this whole thing. But I get it. I inspired Hassan to want to be as great as he could be. When Hassan Campbell was locked up for all them fake bodies, while it had to get situated, while his circumstance had to get situated and he could snitch his way out of it or let the authorities know he didn't really do it. He was reading Mikey T, the movie star shit in Hip Hop Weekly. That's why I say I inspired Hassan Campbell. So Hassan Campbell goes to this neighborhood on some totally ignorant shit, somewhere he's not a resident of. How's it a good idea? You think people aren't around that area that are hearing you talk all this shit? You know what I mean? You think people just aren't hearing you, man? Someone said, notice he only goes out there when there's nobody around. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing I noticed. Yo, appreciate you, Mike. Yeah, the interview with Bimmy is out right now. If you guys haven't seen it, go check that out. Full hour-long interview with Bimmy. That joint is a movie. But yeah, he always goes out when there's nobody around. And one other thing I did notice, when some people will come around him, like when the general public will come around him, he'll get embarrassed about what he's saying. You know what I mean? He'll shy up. He'll be like, yo, I'm talking a little crazy. Regular people aren't gonna want to hear this. You know what I mean? And he kind of clams up a little bit. And then even when somebody approaches him on like a fan type of a level, he just doesn't know how to react because he's just on defense mode because he's giving out all these aggressive vibes to where, like I said, the first person came out of the building and like this dude had just come out of the building literally seconds after a bottle had smashed. You know, it would have been impossible for this dude to make it down from where he was to actually get out of the building in that amount of time. And Hassan was kind of like approaching this dude like he was the one that threw the bottle, like he was on that type of energy with the dude. And then he's like, yeah, just keep it moving. Then there was another person who had actually, come through and he's like, yo, step back from me. If you're giving off that energy, you're going to run into a lot more problems than just this thing that you're going through with the guys throwing bottles at you. You know what I mean? If you're going to be out there acting like the dude on YouTube who's running around saying, yo, man, Alfredo told me you wanted to get milked, man. If you're going to run around acting like that, you want some, man? If you're going to, Alfredo told me you wanted some. If you're going to walk around like that, dude, man, you got to expect somebody to press up on you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been shocked if that one dude with the white hoodie and the black jacket just called a couple of his homies. And he's like, yo, yeah, this dude was just talking shit on me. Roll up. Because he probably just came from them right around the corner. So Hassan Campbell is just out there making enemies on top of enemies is what I'm saying, y'all. He's just out there, you know what I mean? And it's like, what am I thinking if I'm one of the residents there? You know what I mean? I might disregard it and say it's some basehead. You know what I mean? I might say it's some weirdo yelling on his phone. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave you be in that type of a situation. I'm going to give you the pass if it's like an idiot arguing with his girlfriend on the phone, those type of situations. What does Hassan Campbell do? He literally just keeps yelling and just acting totally crazy to the point where you can't agree with what he's saying. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you're saying, Mike, people can't continuously run their mouth and not think there's going to be a consequence. You know what I mean? There's no need for you to raise your voice. There's elderly people here, there's children here. And again, Hassan Campbell's out there because he can't control himself like he's intoxicated in public or something. So please don't tell me that he's not saucy, you guys. Look at the man's eyes. Look for yourself. Go look at his eyes and tell me that's a sober person. Y'all know I get saucy too. I get lit, but I don't get out of pocket. I don't get out of pocket like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to people's projects yelling. You know what I'm saying? And Hassan, the thing is, you want people to feel bad for you. The thing is, you want people to slide for you, Hassan. But you went over there yelling? Listen. They don't support BAM, Haas. They don't support BAM. And you're making it seem like they support BAM. You know what I mean? But listen, they don't support you either. You can't get through that. You can't get that through your skull. They don't support you. But why should they? Why should they support you? When you come there, you come in front of the buildings talking about how you robbed half of them, talking about how you robbed half of the residents. What are you doing? What are you doing, homie? You're looking crazy out there, man. Other half of your outfit's on layaway and shit. 10 Toes Down told me you were the layaway king. Hassan, listen to me. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, man. You went out there and it wasn't good for you. I mean, unless you staged the whole thing. Unless the whole thing was staged. Yo, what's poppin'? Yeah, he definitely had a breakdown. Yup. What's poppin'? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hit that like button. Hit that like button and also drop your city and state in the chat. Drop your city and state in the chat. Hassan said, I can't even get no attention for the shit that was done to me in the Bronx. What is y'all telling me? Hassan, you are as famous as you're going to get for the shit that happened to you in the Bronx. What is wrong with you? You have lives with 2,500 people just because. I've had lives with 1,000 people. We were doing a review of the verses. You get a live with 1,000 people just because of who you are in the community. Are you kidding me right now? For you to be saying that you don't is just, it's ridiculous. It's like you're taking what you have for granted, homie. You're taking what you've been given for granted. And if you keep talking like this on the internet, you're going to get all of it taken away from you. You're going to get restricted to posting on Facebook. You're going to get restricted to posting on your Instagram story because they're going to take your channel and they're going to take all of your sub channels too. And they're going to delete you from YouTube because of the way you act and the things that you say. What you said in the Bronx River was about 10 times worse than what you said to Doggy Diamonds. And you think it's okay because your channel isn't monetized? You are wrong, Hassan, because the next thing you're going to lose is your voice in its entirety. They're going to take away your access to talk to thousands of people. That's the next thing you're going to lose because they've already taken your money, obviously. Because if they didn't take your money, I don't think you would be in the Bronx River. If you were still getting checks, I don't think you would have been in the projects yesterday. I'm just being real. You never even toured the projects like I did. I went to projects in every borough. Ask around. Go look at it. It's documented on the internet. I went to projects in every borough. I went to projects in every state. You went to projects on the first time in video and you got bottles thrown at you. You went to the projects and you got chased in to the Chinese store. And then you got chased out of it. That's your life. A day in the life of Hassan Campbell, getting chased around. Yeah, he needs to be grateful and appreciative of what he does have. Of what he does have. Because of people like Doggy Diamonds, who was not afraid to put his career on the line to show your story. Because of people like that. Yeah, I know my hip hop history. I've been around to see you come into the game, homie. Appreciate everybody up in here. Appreciate everybody up in here. Hit that like button. Hassan Campbell said, I can't even get no attention for the shit that was done to me in the Bronx. What is y'all telling me? What are we saying? I didn't ask nobody for no money. What is y'all telling me? I'm in the hood. You know where to find me. Hassan, listen to me. Old heads saw you. They saw you out there and they told you to stop wilding out. We saw it on video. An old head saw you out there and told you stop wilding out. That's number one. And number two, that dude with the striped jacket. Yeah, I said it. That dude with the striped jacket. You thought he threw a bottle at you, but it wasn't him. Come on, man. That first dude came out of the building way too quick. It was literally impossible. And you're such a dumbass. You're looking at the windows. The bottles came from the roof. Don't you know anything? Don't you know anything about throwing bottles from the roof, stupid? All 5 of those bottles were thrown from the rooftop, Hassan. So stop when you're telling people don't hide. They're not hiding in a building. They're on the roof. What don't you get? That's one. And number 2, hit that like button. Share this video if you support the channel. Number 2, I think it was the same dudes who threw bottles at you before, homie. I think it was the same dudes who threw bottles at you before. The same ones who threw them bottles the first time. So listen, don't you criticize the lobby boys no more for going out to the hoods, because you're doing the same thing. What was you in the hood for? What was you in the hood for, man? So don't criticize the lobby boys, man. Look at you. You went out there just like they do, except when Jim Jones goes out to the hood, he's giving back. He's not bitching and complaining about what the residents are doing with their life. He's not worried about that. He's not worried about that. He's worried about helping where he can. Jeez, man. This dude goes back to Bronx River and there's bottles flying at you. That's the day in the life of Hassan Campbell. What's popping, y'all? Y'all are funny as hell. Hassan's not even worried. He's not even worried about that shit, man. This guy just wants to be the first one to figure out how many stitches he's going to get after he gets hit with a Moet bottle off a project roof. Look at the whole table. The whole table behind me got thrown. The whole table of bottles behind me got thrown at Hassan Campbell, you guys. And Hassan, nobody mentioned nothing about the police. Hassan's all there. Oh, they called the police, right? They called the police, right? Why you keep on saying the police, the police, the police? If you're worried about the police, worry about the police in your own head. Don't be mentioning the police out loud. The police are coming. Yeah, I bet you wish the police were coming to save your ass. Just like you had to turn on your video camera in order to get out of that restaurant. Yeah, we're on video now. Anything that gets done to me, it's on video. Like what, dude? You are a coward. You are a coward. First of all, I say that because you said you went to that hood to represent and show love to some dudes doing something on a music tip. And the first thing you did was dip off on them and go get some chicken wings. Are you there supporting their music? You blogger? You're a blogger. You have a YouTube channel. Why are you not supporting people where you can? I drove out to New York hundreds of times. You sit on your couch. You sit on your couch, and when you do go out, you get bottles thrown at you. When you do get out, you get chased. You get chased out of the hood you go to. I went to Yonkers. I went to Yonkers. It was after the pandemic. After or before? I think it was after the pandemic. Yeah, it was after the pandemic because my guy Moxberg shot a video with Benny the Butcher, Millie's. Everybody was out there, man, in Yonkers, and that shit was lit. I was out there in Yonkers getting hella love. So let me tell you something, dummy. Let me tell you something, dummy. There was mad people up the block watching you. Mad people up the block watching you, and come on, man. There's just people passing by, and you're getting all shook about it. You're getting all shook about it. Everybody in that vicinity, everybody watching on YouTube knows that you were watching what was going around you. Your head was spinning. Your head was spinning, and then a bottle came down on that side. Then you're looking over here, and another bottle came down on that side. These guys were messing with you, man. I think it was multiple people actually messing with you. So, like I said, Flacco said some things about Hassan basically faking the video, putting two videos together. Flacco from No Jumper was trying to expose Hassan. Flacco, how about you leave exposing Hassan Campbell to me, homie? How about you leave exposing Hassan Campbell to me? Leave that to the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the big dogs, homie. You keep trying to make that no jumper thing work. Work on a couple guests. I mean, you had little man Jay. You had little man Jay on the Adam. What's going on with your podcast hosts? They're bringing little man Jay on the show. I've had like 15 throwback crazy killer interviews, and your homies are bringing up some weak ass guests. I'm just saying. Adam's a little too busy getting 10 different bachelors to date his wife Lena. Hey man, get your money, homie. But I'm on my hip hop shit. I ain't worried about that porn shit. I'm worried about my hip hop shit. But Flacco is right. I'll admit Flacco is right. But he's also reaching. He's also pushing it. You know what I mean? Hassan did do a pre-recorded, and he added the last part in to cap. I'll give it to him. Yep. He added that last part in the cap. All of that probably of what Flacco is saying is more than likely accurate. And that's like the last part of the puzzle. But here's the part that's not fake, you guys. Bottles flying off the roof. Bottles flying off the top of the roof. That's you, Hassan Campbell, because you're disrupting a community. He didn't fake plan that. I'll tell you that much. He didn't fake plan that part of the video. The guy got drunk and he was in his feelings about Cassie getting money, and he got no money from Bam. So, of course, he feels some type of a way. But listen, Hassan, the projects are not riding with you. The projects are not riding with you, homie. It's not happening, man. First of all, you're saying you robbed them. You're saying F them. You're yelling at dudes' grandmothers out there in front of the buildings. You are embarrassing. You yell in front of my grandmother, my mom, hell, any of my family, I'm going to throw your ass into a bush like 50 Cent did with Tony Yayo. Come in any type of an aggressive fashion when I'm around any of my family, it's a whole different type of situation. So, of course, he feels some type of way. Hassan does, but it's like you're barking up the wrong tree because the people that you're looking to embrace you, you've already dissed them. So it doesn't make any sense what you're doing. It looks backwards. It looks backwards, man. There's literally people speaking foreign languages around Hassan Campbell, and he, in his like conspiracy theory mind, he thinks they're talking about him. You know, there's literally people speaking Spanish, people speak whatever, you know what I mean? Any other language, and Hassan just thinks they're always talking about him like he's that type of special dude. Shout out to Hartford, Connecticut. Hell yeah. Everybody that's in here, drop your city and state, and I'll shout it out. You know I'm from Connecticut, man. I gets it popping in Connecticut. I'm the king of Connecticut. You already know that. I'm the king of Connecticut. So Hassan said this, man. He said some things. Let's get into what he said. Let's see what he said here. He said, I birthed you, no band-aid. I refuse to tuck my tail. I'm the realist. Forever, ever. Forever, ever, ever, ever. I'm the realist forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. You know that thing Hassan Campbell likes to do, you guys? You know that thing? You know, the Outcast song? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Y'all know that, right? This time it actually backfired on him, y'all. Philadelphia was popping, Illinois was popping, Denver was good. This time, forever, ever, it actually backfired on Poppy. Forever. I'm going to cut that out, though. I'm going to cut that out. I'll let everybody in the chat do the forever, evers. Forever, ever. Is Hassan Campbell going to get kicked off of YouTube forever, ever? Yo, what he's doing, he's about to get kicked off forever, ever. It backfired on Hassan Campbell this time because he forgot that he wasn't behind a computer screen. He forgot he wasn't behind the computer screen. So when he was doing his cocky forever, ever thing, you know what I mean? That bottle came down. Bada bing! You know what I'm saying? It came down right at that point because, yo, homie, you're way too into yourself. They were probably watching him on live, right? Bing! You're in my projects and you're making too much noise in the morning. Forever, ever. You know what I'm saying? You're making too much noise in the morning. You can't make noise in my projects. Smash, crash, Batman sound effects. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know when you read like the Batman comic books from back in the day and it says like pow, smash, boom. I'm smoking on some runts tonight, you guys. You know, I'm smoking on some bomb-ass purple shit. You know, I smoke better than all these bloggers. I smoke better than all these rappers too. You know what I'm saying? The rappers don't be jealous. You know what I mean? I smoke better than you. All respects to Snoop though. And like he said, give him his privacy. But y'all read, you know, the old Batman comic books from back in the day with the pow, the smash, the boom. Hassan Campbell, you know, when he comes around, that's like how it sounds. It's like you're reading one of the old Batman comics. Hassan, you are the new Wonder Woman, man. You are the new Wonder Woman in the hood. They're going to drop a fridge, homie. Next time, they're going to drop a fridge off the top of the roof. That's what they're going to do. You got to be careful, Hassan, because there are refrigerators on the top of these roofs. There's refrigerators on the top of the roofs. So please don't tell me I don't know shit about these project buildings. I gotta roll something else up, man. But I'm having fun on this stream tonight. They're gonna do him like one of them old cartoons and drop a piano on his ass. You know what I'm saying? But nah, a refrigerator. I'm just being real, man. So I noticed something. Hassan. But before I get into what I noticed, I just want to say you got to stop with the whole I know the layout of the building thing. Listen, you're not the only one that knows the layout of the building. And I noticed the back of your head. You're like on a swivel. You know what I mean? Everybody in here, hit that like button. Share this video one time. You're not getting commentary like this nowhere else, man. You're not getting commentary like this nowhere else. You picked the wrong place to go stand on your live, Hassan. You actually picked the worst place. You picked the worst place, so like what the hell is even wrong with you? I mean, you are from the streets, right? You're from the streets, Hassan. You should know better, right? You should know better. Where's your judgment? Why do you have such poor coordination in your video even? You're walking off the frame unintentionally because what are you doing? You're stumbling, you're wobbling, you're drunk basically. And the last time you got drunk, Hassan, we all saw what you did to Derek. We all saw what you did to Derek, your poor moderator. I don't even know if y'all should go watch that. I won't recommend you guys go watch two men involved in domestic violence dispute. I'm not going to recommend that to anybody. That's like going online and watching one of those Benzino arrest videos. It's not the first time you got drunk, though, Hassan. You got a drinking problem, homie. It's pretty obvious. I think you realized it when you went out there in Bronx River. I think you realized it when you went out there in Bronx River today, and you were so embarrassed when elders walked by you, when some of your fans walked by you, and that's the way you reacted. You must want to be off of YouTube. It's not the first time you got drunk, and I'm just going to say you got a drinking problem. You're mad over Cassie and Bambaataa. Listen to me. The two have nothing to do with each other. Hassan, one thing has nothing to do with the other thing. I don't know why you're so bothered with Cassie allegedly getting money from Diddy, whatever the hell happened there. I don't know. And you and Bam's situation is nothing like Cassie and Diddy's situation. For starters, Cassie is the opposite sex of P. Diddy. Your situation, Haas, is a lot more unique. I'm not even going to get into it, Hassan, because Hassan needs to stop going around the hood like this. Hassan, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, Hassan? Who does he think he is, you guys? Who does he think he is? Hassan needs to stop going around the hood. He needs to stop drinking alcohol. He needs to stop thinking that the Bronx River wants to slide for him. Listen to me. What's good? What's poppin'? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hit that like button if you're just tapping in. Drop your city and state. I'll be sure to shout it out. You already know I'm representing Connecticut. Mikey T, the movie star, the king of Connecticut. We went gold. The news was reported earlier this year. Once in a while, French Montana, Max B, Mikey T, the movie star. That's right. I did the interview with Max B. Only blogger to go gold. Make sure they know. I had to go out, celebrate that, grab myself a bottle, popping bottles and shit. You already know what it is. Listen to me. Everybody in here, share this video. I got an important message right here. Listen to me, Hassan, and don't take this personal. It's not personal. And this right here, this applies to every hood. Listen to me. The hood is thinking about the next meal. The hood has so many problems of their own that your problems are not their problems, Hassan. At the end of the day, let me repeat this. Your problems are not my problems. Your battles, they're not my battles. That's what your team is there for, Hassan. Your team. If you don't have a team, then that's not my problem, Hassan. Tell your brother to go and slide for you. Stop asking your fans to do it. Stop asking the Bronx River to do it. They don't want to. They're not as passionate about it as you are, obviously. You know what they want to do? They want to sleep at 7 a.m. or else they're going to go and get their Moet bottles and slam them across your head. Why? They've got mouths to feed. They've got legitimate jobs and they got a little side hustle. Come on, they don't depend on a YouTube income like you do. No disrespect to my YouTubers out there, but most people don't do that. And speaking of YouTube, Poppy, your pockets are hurting, aren't they, Hassan? Because you're back in the hood ducking bottles. Your pockets are hurting because otherwise you wouldn't be back in the hood ducking bottles. I didn't know your editing skills were that nice, though, man. Whose idea was it to put that clip of you allegedly getting shot at the end? Who's doing your shit now, man? Who's doing your shit? And we all remember what happened the last time Hassan went to the hood. We all remember what happened last time Hassan went to the hood, man. Last time you in the hood, you got a brick thrown through your windshield. And what'd you do? You did nothing. You got a brick thrown through your windshield and you did nothing. Appreciate you for subbing. Five God is still walking around, but it's nothing. So you can still keep trying to prove something. Yeah, I'm in the hood. I'm in the hood. What? What? You know what I'm saying? But you're still looking like a clown, Hassan. You're looking like a clown out there because any real one isn't standing outside with a camera stand in the cold. You want to know where they are? The lobby. Lobby. They're in the lobby. They're not outside in front of the building with a camera stand propped up. Look at you, man. You put yourself in the middle of controversy. Why weren't you in the lobby? Why weren't you in there like the whole lobby is ours? You can stand in front of the building and you can record like Hassan, but the real ones are where, you guys? The lobby. The real ones are in the lobby. Shout out to the lobby boys. Shout out to the lobby boys. And I'm not talking about Jim Jones and Mano, but shout out to them too. But I'm talking about the lobby boys that are in the real lobbies every single day, making sure a clown like Hassan Campbell ain't going to come film in their lobby. Couldn't make it in the lobby, could you, Hassan? You had to film your little 20, 25-minute video and dart out of there. It's hot, man. It's hot. Yeah, then you had to go do that video too, right, man? It's hot, man. Ooh, ooh. What was up with them sound effects, homie? Is that what you did on the Tribe Called Quest album? Ooh. Shout out to the lobby boys, though. You already know what it is. But Hassan, you can go ahead and record in front of the building. That's cool. But listen, if you were in the lobby, nobody is throwing no bottles at you. If you're in the lobby, nobody can creep on you. There's none of that, dummy. There's a certain level of security that you have when you're in a lobby. You know what I mean? A certain amount of security that you don't actually have, like when you're out there in front of the building or you're out there in front of the bodega. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, Hassan Campbell doesn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? You, Hassan, you can go stand in front of the Chinese restaurant if you feel safer. How about that? Go out there, pretend you made an order, because that's what you like to do. You're like, shit, well, if I'm pretending to make an order, I might as well make an order. This guy. And let me just say this. Sometimes Hassan Campbell purposely takes down his own lives. Sometimes he purposely takes down his own videos. Guys, we got a lot to discuss, and I'm ready to cook. I'm ready to cook. It's Sunday night. Oh man. Just to let you know, some of the shit that Hassan's been up to lately, it's been disturbing. You know what I mean? It's been disturbing. This guy actually said Cam and Mace stole their podcast idea from me. Hassan said Cam and Mace stole his podcast idea. It is what it is, Hassan said. Who says that? Hassan, that is the most generic phrase. People have been saying it since like 1978. It's an 80s Harlem slang. Shut up, Hassan Campbell. Go ahead and ask your grandfather about that word. Your grandfather made that one up, stupid. You got to go down like your whole ancestry tree, Poppy. But what you did, let me tell you what Hassan Campbell made up, guys. Let me tell you what Hassan Campbell made up. You made up pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. That sounds like some shit Hulk Hogan would say, Poppy. What you gonna do when Hulk comes for you? You know, that's what sounds like a catchphrase. You know what I mean? You got a one-liner, Hassan. Other than that, you overuse the term. What's another term? You overuse the term. Let's keep it all the way funky. Do me a favor and don't tell me that. Don't keep it all the way funky. I don't like funky things. The definition of funky is things that smell. But you know what? You're a flunky. You're a flunky up here looking for sympathy, comparing yourself to Cassie. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The last thing you were talking about was my man Gilly's son. And now you're up here looking for sympathy for your situation. Get lost. Get lost, man. You're an embarrassment to civilization. You know what I mean? For real. Then I remember he was actually dissing Gilly and Wallow for like riding a bull. And then he said it was a pony or something like that. Like, it's not a pony, dude. It's a motorized bull. And then Hassan's weird ass was actually getting a kick out of Wallow falling off the bull. I don't know if you guys remember this one. And like Hassan really said, Hassan, you said Brokeback Mountain? Hassan, you said Brokeback Mountain? You said, look at these Brokeback Mountain dudes. But the funny thing is, did anyone actually see Brokeback Mountain? Did anyone actually see Brokeback Mountain? The funny thing is, actually, the movie actually relates 100% more to Hassan Campbell. The movie relates more to Hassan Campbell than Gilly and Wallow riding an electric bull. People actually do that in Texas all the time, Hassan. So that's like three things right there that fraud ass things you've done in the last 2 or 3 months. Do you think you have any credibility from anybody on the internet? But anyways, did you ever go to Texas, Hassan? Wallow did 20 years in jail. He did 20 years in jail. Do you think he cares if you think he looks soft riding a bull? They're filming it. It's a joke. Hassan, where's your sense of humor? They're making fun of themselves. They're like, I'm about to bust my ass. They're having a good time. How about you try it sometime? You just know how to be overly tough. That's you. And you want to know what? That's why nobody likes you. People actually like Gilly. Gilly's tough too, but it's okay to be funny. You know, he's not one of them people who are like, if you're soft if you're funny. You know what I mean? He's not one of those type of people. And another thing, just because you didn't know something, let me tell you something, you little goofy nerd, Hassan. Stop talking about that man's religion altogether. You disrespected that man on so many different levels. Just keep your mouth shut. You're really pushing it in all these levels of just disrespecting people, whatever way you can, disrespecting them for, having a good time, disrespecting their son's passing, you know what I mean? Coming out of a man, talking about all this shit, man. And I don't respect it at all. And that's why I've been on Hassan Campbell's ass. And I know why Hassan Campbell wants Gilly the Kid to crash on him. He didn't even get Gilly the Kid to crash out on him, though. He got random people from the Bronx crashing out on him. So he really just messed up his whole situation. But I know why he wanted Gilly to crash out on him. He wanted Gilly to crash out because he's successful. You know what I mean? And he keeps talking about his podcast. He keeps talking about how much money Gilly's got. You know what I mean? But what about you? What about you? I thought there was supposed to be a bidding war. Where's the bidding war for you? Remember when you went live and you were drinking your Tanqueray and gin or whatever the hell it was, and you said there was a bidding war over you? But look at you, Hassan. You're still on YouTube crying over your viewers, crying about a conspiracy. You know what I mean? You think Gilly and Wallow do that? Do you think they do that? You think they go on YouTube and complain about their viewership? I know why you probably think it is. You probably think they're Illuminati, right, Haas? You think they're Illuminati. Another thing I want to talk about, man, was something that it's another thing from Hassan that actually really annoyed me. When he actually on his live video had the audacity to say some bullshit about Eminem sacrificing Proof. Like, what type of shit is that to say about somebody? Eminem sacrificed Proof? You're really going to go on the internet and say that? We got to address this. We're addressing this. I'm rolling up. You need to be kicked off YouTube for saying that. And you know what? If enough people flag you for saying some inaccurate shit like this, you're pretty much done. I'm just saying he's dumb as hell. I'm saying he's dumb as hell because they're going to take his whole shit. He's dumb as hell because they're going to take his whole shit. And you want to know what? He just got his second chance. You know? He just got his second chance. And let me just go in and address that. Eminem got lit in 1999. Proof died in 2006. So what? Did the Illuminati wait 7 years? Is that what you're telling me? Is there is there a layaway plan on the sacrifice? Like how you go and you get your jackets on layaway for 2 years and you pay $30 each month for your Peli. Like I said, there ain't no there ain't no other rappers out there that smoke better than me, yo. Okay, I finally found a pack. There ain't no rappers out there that smoke better than me. You pay $30 a month on your Peli player. Is that what you're doing, playa? What do they have? A layaway plan on sacrifice too? Is that what you're telling me? Does the Illuminati have a plan for that, Poppy? Or are they like, we want that now? We want our sacrifice now in 1999 when Hi, My Name Is comes out. I'm just like trying to wrap my, my head around this. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this fuckery, you guys. That's what you're trying to sell us, Hassan? It's really sad that you're resorting to this. You're really on some shock jock shit, man. What do you want to be, Alex Jones? So that's who you want to be? You want to be Alex Jones, Poppy? That's your role model, huh? It's obvious. You say the most crazy stuff just to say it. So, Hi, My Name comes out, right? And you're telling me proof was the sacrifice? You just need to shut up, man. Go home. Go home. Oh, yeah, that's right. You are home on your couch. How about you go to Texas? How about you go to Texas, Hassan, ride an electric bull, fall off of it? You know what I mean? You don't have to do that, though. People already call you Brokeback Mountain without even doing all that. Are you upset, Hassan? Your name is Thizon. People are going to start putting thighs and turtles all through the emojis right now. Put them thigh and turtle emojis in the chat. But I told everybody we're going to call him Dice from now on, though. Dice. Sounds cool. Don't call him Haas. You know what I mean? We're going to call him Dice. Hassan said, don't be surprised if they take my YouTube after this live. That's one of the recent things he said. Yeah, if you keep doing lives like this, the live that you just did out in Bronx or the pre-recorded video, the video you put on your YouTube channel is embarrassing. It's embarrassing the way that you talk like that, to be honest, man. I'm rolling up some grade A loud right now, some runts. I don't know what y'all are smoking, but I stay on this runts, man. Probably smoked like 8 blunts today. I didn't hit the gym today. I was hitting the gym all week. Like I was on some crazy shit all week. I've been hitting the gym for like the last few weeks. But I took today off. I'm going to get back to it this week. Today is like a day where I was like chilling for a second. And then I got hit with the news and I wanted to come live to talk with y'all. I put out an interview, 40 cal interview. But this news right here, I had to come talk about it. It looks crazy. Obviously, I hope Hassan didn't get hurt in any type of fashion. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's all right. We'll have to wait and see his update. Everybody pretty much knows that he's clowning around, though, with this bullshit, or hopes that he is. Yo, I appreciate you thinking about me, bro. Definitely appreciate you thinking about me. And don't worry, guys, when I do get my podcast deal, I will have Hassan Campbell on the show. And we'll do all this live. Don't get it twisted, man. I've interviewed some of the best people in the game. You know what I mean? So I would not hesitate. I've even toyed with the idea of having Leak Moss come on the channel and doing a whole live with Leak Moss. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hesitate on doing certain things like that, man. You weren't in here. I mentioned that. Hassan said, "Don't be surprised if they take my YouTube channel after this live." What? Yeah, they're gonna hit your channel with mad frequencies. You said that, right? They're gonna hit you with mad frequencies, right, Hassan? Man, you are a nerd. You are a nerd. When it comes to me and you are a nerd, Hassan. I don't know one gangster who would say that. I don't know one gangster who would use the word frequencies. You mean like frequently? That's what you meant, like frequently, right? So yeah, they have a, let me get this. They have a special satellite targeted at Hassan Campbell to disrupt his YouTube account. They have a satellite targeted at you just to disrupt your YouTube channel because you're such a threat. Listen to how important Hassan thinks he is, you guys. He thinks he's important, guys, in his own mind, right? But in reality, Google doesn't know he exists. He's not even in the top 100 YouTubers. I'll be real. I don't even know why he says he's a big YouTuber. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop saying that. I am taking that title from you. You're not a big YouTuber. That's like saying you're rich and you're not even on the Forbes list. You're not on the top 100 YouTubers. You're not rich. You're not on the top 10 list of anything. You know what I'm saying? You're probably on the top 10 list of people who can't dress for shit. That's what you're on the top 10 list of. You're on that list. The non-wavy list. Non-wavy individuals. NWI. You know NWA? Well, you're NWI. Non-wavy individual. Can't match. I mean, shit, someone has to tell him, yo, it doesn't match. Tell the man. I remember one of the funniest things on Instagram Live was when Gilly said that Hassan Campbell got plucked. Shout out RC, you're right. I got that wrong, bro. Yo, the look on Hassan Campbell's face when Gilly used the word plucked, y'all. Please go back to one of Hassan's lives where he's going on Gilly and he actually holds up his phone when Gilly used the word plucked. And y'all are going to thank me for this. Y'all are going to thank me. Go back and look at that look on Poppy's face when Gilly used the word plucked. Shout out to my biggest bro, Gilly the Kid. It worked, man. It worked. Because you got him all in his feelings. You pushed so many buttons, you know what I mean? He was literally so mad. And we all know a picture is worth 1,000 words. It's just crazy because you could tell, like, damn, that shit hurt Hassan, man. It hurt him. Plucked. And you know why he used the word plucked? He could have said a lot of other things, you know? He could have replaced it with an F, but he used the word plucked because that's what you do to birds. And you, Thizon, 2 thighs and 2 biscuits, are a bird. So therefore, you... Yep. And I knew it. As soon as Gilly said something about Hassan, he was going to respond in like 2 hours. He had literally been waiting for it. He had been waiting for that. Like that was like the highlight of his year before what just happened to him. Now he's just going to be scared to go out for like the rest of the year. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in on this live. I'm smoking some more gas right now. This is Runts. Also have some Mexican flan on deck. That's cookies. That shit's good. I got a little bit of that left, but right now I'm smoking on this Runts. That's like one of my top 5 strains. What up? What up? What up? What's poppin'? Dayton, Ohio. What's good? Appreciate you tapping in from Dayton, Ohio. Yup. Well, it looked like a couple people were rolling up, and that's when Hassan ended the live, it looked like. Not the live. The pre-recorded video. The pre-recorded video. What's up? What's up? What's up, chat? What's popping with you? What's up, ears? Appreciate you tapping in. What's up, Jeff? Yep, you gotta have thick skin on YouTube, man. You gotta have thick skin on YouTube. You know, I learned that shit early, putting mad videos on World Star, getting mad hate early on. But you know what I mean? When you're on World Star, you get like mad views and shit. When you're on World Star, you get like mad views. So you really gotta you gotta take the bad with the good. Yeah, man. He was out in the hood and it didn't really work out for him. He was in the hood and it didn't really work out for him, man. Damn. We're cooking tonight, you guys. And Star shouted out the guy, like I said. Star actually shouted out the guy. He shouted out the dude that like threw all them bottles at Hassan Campbell. All right, let me see what's going on with the chat. I'm going to do some open questions now. We got the best Kush in Northwest. Smoke some of this sticky icky you won't. Northwest. Where you from, my guy? And yo, I appreciate the subscription tonight, man. That's love. Chat, what's popping, my G? All right, let me see what's going on with this live. Yep. That video was fake as hell. See, a lot of people are just calling out the video in general, and they're like, the video was obviously put together. I had seen somebody pop in the live and say that the video was actually lagging. I mean, being a streamer myself, I could say that sometimes if a computer shuts down on you and you plug it in ASAP, it'll turn back on. But if you leave it unplugged for longer than 30 seconds, so why would it have lagged? You know what I mean? So I guess I'm calling out that theory right there. But yeah, the video was obviously cut together with another joint. I was thinking, if anything, Hassan ended the live, put it on private because YouTube doesn't like any of that type of activity. And then he took the live and he connected it with the next part of the video and put it back up. But obviously, if a man is going through a situation like what he was allegedly going through, why is your first thought to actually put all of that on the internet? Like, why is your first thing? That's like what Skinny from the 9 did when he got shot. He like went on his, oh, I'm on Instagram Live. I got shot. Oh, please sign me one more time, please. It's like, dude, that's sad as fuck. Skinny from the 9 on Instagram Live. I got shot. Hassan Campbell allegedly gets shot and goes to the hospital while he's in the hospital and starts uploading a YouTube video. That's sad. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, your life is so much more important than that. And that's all he was thinking about, is taking advantage of this opportunity. Some rappers, some people are sad like that. You know what I mean? North Philly, Badlands, what's popping? I got love for North Philly, man. Dark Low would always tell me about the Badlands. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in, G's. Bad News VA. Yeah, that sounds great. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you, B White. Probably not watching this live right now, G's, but I definitely appreciate you. Cat, happy holidays. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in, Cat. And I hope you enjoy, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and all that. Hope to see you on the lives throughout. Philly, what up, G's? Elite Linebacker Academy. All right. We got some of the players watching. Salute to you for tapping in, G's. Philly, what's up? Sober life is the best thing. Camouflage. Appreciate you for tapping in. And ain't nothing wrong with being sober, G's. Hell yeah. Oh shit, my bad. My guy Undertaker fans always very critical. It's all good, G's. Sometimes I roll up on sometimes I have a roll up ready. You know what I'm saying? When the video starts and shit like that. But also sometimes you could roll on camera. So while you're waiting to get some responses and shit, bro. But you are very critical, man. Whatever, dude. I appreciate you for consistently tuning in. That's love. Yeah, Hassan is crazy. You know what I mean? He's a YouTuber. Don't really understand why he would cut that video together, though, if he's not making any monetization off of YouTube. But like I said with my demonstration earlier, a lot of these rappers, bloggers, they're just kind of like looking to get signed. Everybody in here, drop your open questions too. I'm in the open question portion of the show. At the end of my podcast, I always do open questions. Like a lot of these rappers, they're thinking that something crazy is going to happen to them, and then they're just going to get signed. You know what I mean? This is like really Hassan Campbell's last ditch effort to kind of do something. You know what I mean? Keep on. Boy got his snot box rocked. That boy would have got his snot box rocked if one of those bottles would have connected. Come on, man. Seriously? I mean, yeah, standing your ground after one bottle. You know what I mean? Maybe two. But this guy got 5 bottles thrown at him. Like, come on, dude. Who do you got something to prove? Who are you proving anything to? You ain't even going to be able to shut off the live video when one of those bottles connects with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? When one of those bottles that comes down off the roof connects with you, you are not even going to be able to shut off the live video. So come on, man. Have a little bit more sense. I thought you were more street educated. But then again, you was running around with Tribe Called Quest. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see the video I did about that, go check out that video. I went off. I went completely off. But this guy's running around with Tribe Called Quest, expecting me to think he's, running around the Wild Wild West or some shit like that. Come on, man. You was running around. Oh, the real Dundada said, real lives can't be edited. Hassan showed clout chasing at its finest. The real ones know. Yeah, if anything, maybe he should have did something where he made a screen where it said camera buffering. Maybe he should have made a screen that said camera buffering. But, man, the guy's reporting his story the way that he thinks is best. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, sometimes you could get called out for that. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot. Look at what happened with that guy from Empire. You know what I mean? These guys be trying to take these little skits, you know what I'm saying? And then add it in to some other real shit, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? He was out there yelling in front of those project buildings. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was 1455, he said. He was out there yelling in front of those buildings. You know what I mean? And some people going by might say something along the lines of, yo, this guy seems passionate about his message. I'm not going to interfere with what he's doing. But then, you know what they say? When you add a little bit of entertainment, when you splice in a little bit of entertainment with that real dramatic type shit, you could get a recipe for success. We'll see what happens with this, man. We'll see if anybody bites. We'll see if Hassan Campbell could end up anywhere aside from his demonetized YouTube channel. I think he took it a step too far with his video tonight, though, you guys. Watching from Wisconsin. Hell yeah. Watching from Wisconsin. Appreciate you tapping in from Wisconsin, man. Andre King, be sure to spread the word about Mikey T, the movie star in Wisconsin. You know, I appreciate that love, man. Just let him know what I'm doing out here, man. Doing the best interviews on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Dropped a bunch of my throwbacks. Petey Crack, Cassidy, you know what I'm saying? Capone from CNN. You know what I mean? A bunch of throwback joints. I appreciate if everybody on here could just spread the word about what I'm doing. Also, a lot of these live reaction videos, news reaction videos. Yeah, Cat, 100%. Don't know if you're still in the chat. Like I said, everybody in here, hit that like button, drop a comment right now. Cat said, mad about Cassie, a woman who does not know him at all. Yeah, pretty interesting there. Similar situation kind of popped up with Amber Rose and Whack 100 on the No Jumper show, and it was like, Amber Rose doesn't really know Whack 100 like that, yet they're still dissing each other. And it's like, come on, you don't know the woman. Even if you do know that woman, you should probably best keep your mouth shut about her. Whole situations could just end up bad doing shit like that. Look at what happened when Uncle Murda had dissed Keisha Cole. It spiraled off into a whole bunch of stuff that it just really shouldn't have been. Oh, my bad. My bad about that. If Cassie is actually Spanish and Filipino. Cassie should know that I got love for her. She's from Connecticut. I had actually met Cassie on a couple different occasions. At Circle House Studio. Actually introduced her to Chris Webby as well, another Connecticut artist. Got much love for Cassie. Oh yeah, Snoop Dogg. Appreciate you, Young Stack. Yep, you already know what it is. Mikey T, I've been at this forever. Ever. Detroit. What up, Detroit? What's poppin', Detroit? Tay said, I don't go back to the hood. Tay said, I don't go back to the hood. North Philly, what's poppin'? Waterbury, what's poppin'? Connecticut, my home state. Orlando, Florida, what's poppin'? Fall River, Mass, what's poppin'? Hassan be fronting hard out here. Hey, man, he does what he has to do, man. You know what I'm saying? He does what he has to do. A lot of the times he gets called out for it, though, man. I feel bad for the guy. You know what I mean? A lot of people could be like kind of judging how things are going to go when they go outside. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's like, man, come on, miss me with all that shit. Let's go out there. Let's see the people. Let's touch the people. Let's see what's going on. Some people like Hassan Campbell, he's just totally like, he's not receptive to any type of fan interaction. You know what I mean? He's not receptive to any type of fan interaction, and it showed based on this video. I get it. You are upset. But what I don't get is the fact that you're asking for help and people are coming up to you in a respectful manner and you're pushing them away. It defeats the whole purpose of what you're out there even trying to do. It's the complete opposite. It's like you're out there saying they're not helping you when people are showing you genuine respect, you're not reciprocating it. Like, it makes no sense. How do you expect them to care about the cause that you're fighting for if you show no love to them? We're going to move on. Yo, Wheezy, what's popping, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Hell yeah. Mikey T, what up, D Nice? Yeah, Mikey T had Poppy shaking in his boots. Yeah, so much that he had to go back on the internet and respond to me. Poppy had to respond to me. Hassan had to respond to me. He didn't go on his own YouTube channel and respond to me, though. He made sure that he went on a nobody's YouTube channel and responded to me. Tay, Hidden Hills, California. What's poppin', Cali? I'm looking forward to going out to the Hidden Hills, California in the future. You already see what that says. G Unit's in the building. I got a lot of respect for G Unit. G Unit would have been a better group if they could have actually put out a successful second album. No disrespect, 50. You know what I'm saying? But no disrespect, 50. But that Terminate on Sight album just wasn't it. It wasn't it. Shit got messed up when the game left G Unit. Then Young Buck got kicked out of G Unit, and G Unit just could not become what it was really supposed to be. The three men from New York, with the addition of a Southern rapper and Young Buck and a West Coast rapper, the game, G Unit was about to be lit with that 5-man collective, but it got snatched away from us. The game kind of ruined his opportunity. Like, he kind of ruined his opportunity to really put out albums that would have sold. Probably that album would have went diamond. They wasn't on Hassan's curfew this morning. Good morning. Cling, 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 cling. Good morning. He got the welcome. You got a warm welcome back to your hood, didn't you, Hassan? You got a warm welcome. See, the difference is when I go back to my hood, I run my hood. When you go back to your hood runs you. When I'm in my neighborhood, I run my neighborhood. You, Hassan, you get run out of your neighborhood. When you grew up in your neighborhood, you were looked at as a nerd, Hassan. You, Hassan, were looked at as a non-threat. When I grew up in my hood, I was public enemy number one. That's the difference between me and you, Hassan. That's why I say you are Tribe Called Quest. Me, I'm more like Wu-Tang, homie. There's a reason I was running with Bang'em Smurf. And you were running with Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Hassan could not have did what he did on Jerome Ave. I think it was staged. You never heard no gunshots. Yeah, man, that's what one of my friends had said to me. He's like, you never heard nothing. You never saw no blood. Even when he was in the car in transport, you never saw his hoodie looked all right. You know what I'm saying? The hoodie looked all right. You know what I mean? His peach covered hoodie. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, that's another reason why I fit these TOS. Are you serious? She's a rider, part two, or whatever the hell that was. Let's move on. Zip and Ten Toes confirmed it and played the police call. Interesting. Interesting. If there's a police call, maybe I'll go over that. You know what I mean? I wanted to jump on here, give my live reaction to it. You know what I mean? Hassan Campbell got such a horrible welcome in the Bronx River that he speaks about like he runs. I mean, I was just whipping through my neighborhood today and I felt like the king of I was feeling like the king of Connecticut. Hassan, when he was there, he was looking like when he was in his hood, he looked uncomfortable. He kind of looked uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. You looked more uncomfortable in your own hood than I did in Philly. Because on the real, I didn't even look uncomfortable in Philly. Because anywhere I go, if something pops off, something's gonna pop off. And I'm not afraid of whatever the outcome is gonna be. That's the difference between you and I. When you noticed you had about 300 yards, you started doing the 300-yard dash in the opposite direction. That's the difference between you and I. You said, oh, what is this? That's the difference between you and I, homie. No, I ain't drunk. I don't really drink like that, man. I'll get a bottle of champagne to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a bottle of champagne to celebrate, but I don't really drink like that. I wouldn't be out there standing on the block with everybody drinking when I'm filming videos and shit like that. I mean, maybe my partner, maybe my partner C's is doing a little bit of drinking because he's just there. You know what I mean? He's just there doing his thing and shit. You know what I mean? Being my second director. Then we have some other people holding the lights, some other people holding the mics. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out there bossing up. I'm not out there acting all sloppy on the scene. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there actually doing the work that I'm there to do. If I'm out there to film a video in front of the project building that everybody says I can't go out to, I'm going to get that done, not go through a mental breakdown in the middle of my spiel. Walk off the camera to the point where you got footage that you really can't do nothing with. You know what I mean? Because you did a pre-recorded video. The point of a pre-recorded video is to be able to edit it. You walked off the view of the camera. But what am I saying? This guy actually films his koi fish and puts it on the internet. Greetings from Cali. What up, Latoya? Appreciate you tapping in from Cali. Everybody hit that like button. Drop a comment in the chat. If you have any questions pertaining to this, I'm answering everything now. Yeah, Hassan Campbell. Yeah, Hassan Campbell loves the New Day's bootios for sure. Shout out to my brother G Breeze, California's in the building. Mikey T, speak on it, my guy. Yeah, I had to come online and speak on this tonight. I had to come online and touch on this tonight on the podcast, man. Yeah, exactly. Mike says, when is Hassan helping the kids instead of leading them down a path to crash out for YouTube fame? Exactly. And that's why I bring up some of these other instances where he's talking about Eminem and Proof and Gilly the Kid. And it's like, what are you talking about, man? Why are you making up all this stuff? Like, how are you inspiring anybody? Are you trying to inspire people to just come on the internet and make up a bunch of bullshit that is obviously not true? Like, come on. And are you teaching people to actually start dissing people before they actually even know anything about them? You know what I mean? Why don't you study some of the people that you're supposed to be covering in the entertainment business before just passing judgment on them like you did Gilly the Kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you've done a lot of other people as well. But if you see some of my videos in the future, you'll see me exposing his ass over it. Like all the shit that he said about Mano over the years. Like, come on, man. You would not say none of that shit to Mano's face. And 10 Toes Down actually invited you. 10 Toes Down actually invited this man to the club. Like, he invited this man to the club when Jim Jones and Mano were going to be there. And what does Hassan Campbell do? I don't know. If you guys missed the video, I mean, you could go check it out. Go check it out if you didn't see the video. Let me see. California. Appreciate you tapping in. It was like 6'9" in O Block. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. I'm not really sure what time he was out there. You know, we got a lot of people actually saying it was like 7. I've heard some people saying it was 12. You know what I mean? I tell you, damn sure if I was going out there, I wouldn't be out there at least before 3 o'clock. If I was going to go out there, I wouldn't be going out there at least until 3 o'clock. You're not going to get me out there. I mean, shit, sometimes I do be going to spots at like 11, but that was a dumbass decision. You know what I'm saying? Who gets cheesesteaks at 11 o'clock? I just always go there and get a cheesesteak. You know, that was the thing. But I'd be out there by like 3 o'clock. This guy tried to go out there at like 7 o'clock on some 6ix9ine shit. He learned from his, you know what I mean? He learned from like his master on that one. He really gave 6ix9ine a lot of credit when they were on the podcast together. Whoa. Mikey T didn't fold in Philly like most would. Yeah, I could have just ran. You know what I mean? I could have just ran off. You know what I mean? But at this point, man, you know, I believe Leak has apologized to me. I've apologized to Leak. So honestly, that's kind of like water under the bridge. Actually, I don't even know why I am announcing that right here. I should probably do a special video announcing that. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I've been thinking about doing Kick live streams. Live streams seem to be where it's at nowadays. And I was thinking about going back to the hood. I was thinking about going back to the hood for some live streams, to be real with you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, how I'd go to like Southside Jamaica, Queens and shit like that, and all the different projects and shit. I was thinking about just doing live streams like that. Damn, bro. Don't. Damn. Jersey, what's popping? Glad my dude respected me on that Max B shit, man. Because Max B ain't no rat. Everybody knows Max B ain't no rat. Man's been sitting up since 2009. The man's been sitting up since 2009. The man ain't no rat. Exactly. Why is he driving to the hospital and there's no blood? Who's thinking of a camera when they get shot? Exactly, man. Like all that shit was mad sus. You know, it was like, what? It's like, come on, man. This ain't legit. Someone said you can't go in the hood like that. You look like a trainee from training day. CT's got some baddies. Yeah. I saw your interview with Bimmy. Yeah, the interview with Bimmy is out. The interview with Bimmy is out now, you guys. It was dope too. Like an hour-long interview. There's a bunch of information in there you probably haven't ever heard. I asked him some of the hard-hitting questions, you know what I mean? About the Supreme Team, about E-Money Bags, about Star, about Zip with the Drip, 10 Toes Down. We covered everything, man. What my guy say here? He said, yep, 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. in the Bronx, whatever. Go at 10 p.m. on Friday or Saturday. Gangsta. Yeah, like I said, I'd be out there like 3. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure the light is good for the camera and shit. You know what I mean? I'm actually professional. Hassan Campbell, he's like, it's cool. It's cool. The light will be cool as long as I can get in and get out. Nothing good comes from running your mouth to people you don't know on the internet. Exactly. That's a good take on it right there, man. I respect that take. I might actually take that with me. You know what I'm saying? I might actually start using that to my own advantage. You know what I mean? You don't need to respond to all the hate like that. Hmm. What's good? What's good? What's good with you, man? You you don't even know what a dirty Vlad TV looks like. You don't even know what a dirty Vlad TV looks like, man. Get right with your history before you even come at me like that. Like, come on, man. You don't even properly know. I was just saying I wasn't going to respond like that. That was the runs. But you don't even know the hip hop history, man. Buffalo was popping. Buffalo, New York. I love Buffalo, man. And I really appreciate Benny the Butcher for actually having me out to do an exclusive interview with him. That shit meant a lot to me. I mean, it was a long ass drive. You know what I mean? But Benny the Butcher was an artist that was worth making that drive for, and he actually gave me an amazing interview. Oh, I'd never had security. I never had security before. You know what I mean? I haven't got to that level though yet. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When I do have security, when I do have security, it's going to be a problem for these rappers. When I do have security, I repeat, it's going to be a problem for these rappers. I'm talking clotheslines, suplexes, choke slams, all types of shit. I'm going to have some of the best security when we get there, you guys. No lie. I'm going to have some like Navy SEALs protecting me and shit. Like, we're going to be. Whoa. Yo, whoa. What was you talking about? What was you talking about, G's? You didn't see me nowhere, G's. Come on, man. Don't try to play me like that, bro. I don't think you seen me there, G's. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Last time I was in Bronx, it was like I said, it was for that Yonkers. Actually, no, that's because they got the Texas de Brazil out there. You know, I love going to Texas de Brazil out there in Yonkers. But one of the last times for a hip hop related thing I did was actually go out there for Tony Moxber's Love video shoot, which I said had pretty much everybody out there. I think that's one of the last. I probably went to Quad, but that's Manhattan, so I'm talking about Yonkers. And I love it out there, man. Because like, man, it was mobbed out there in Yonkers that night I was out there. There was over 100 people out there. You know, that's the night I actually met Snipe Life. Jada was out there. Me and Shay Davis was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? All different types of people. Sorry, the ones that I'm not shouting out. Shout out to Seattle. Much love to Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Flacco was saying some shit about how he could tell the videos were edited. I could tell the videos were edited, so they weren't live. Oh, that's good investigative journalism, Flacco. Great investigative journalism, Flacco. If you watched the last 10 Hassan Campbell videos, you could probably pick out that same formula. You know what I mean? You're not exposing shit. Like when you think you exposed little man Jay. Like, come on, man. That was disrespectful what the no jumper platform did to little man Jay. Good luck to little man Jay, though. He's not really having as much success as little Mabu, if I'm being real. You know, little man Jay ain't really having as much success as little Mabu. So good luck to him, man. That's why Flacco kind of played him out. If that was Mabu up there, Mabu would have been like, yo, you're a clown. Someone said, my guy said, Hassan, I think Cassie watched that live stream. Cassie ain't worried about no bozo like Hassan Campbell. And even if she was, and honestly, a lot of people that are fans of Hassan Campbell, after you see the way he treats somebody on his own live video like that, like it's just so disrespectful. There was two different people, more than that actually, but two people that I'm thinking up off the top right now, besides the elders that had come over in a very respectful manner to him or tried to be respectful. What's good? What's good? Philly. Yeah, I'm just going over all the questions right now. So if you want to pop in any new questions, meet him and tell him to his face, hey, when I get my podcast situation, I will have Hassan Campbell on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Probably won't have Tony Sunshine on the channel because he's like irrelevant as hell. You know what I mean? Probably won't do Tony Sunshine because he's just irrelevant as shit. You know, but yeah, Hassan Campbell I'll have on the show. I got an idea for my podcast. We'll see what goes on with it in the near future. I'll have all different types of guests on my show though once things get started for me. Uh Using his line against him is wild. Yo, D Shuffle, man, I'm glad you noticed that, G's. Definitely appreciate when somebody taps in and actually, because let me tell you, man, if I could put some of these blogs into some raps, man, I'll probably go gold again. Nah, Hassan ain't gonna do nothing. Hassan was out there. Every time somebody came over and looked like they wanted to do something, Hassan was like, yo, just leave me alone. Yo, just push on. Yo, stay away from me. Ooh. Ooh, this is a good theory right here. This is a good theory. It did cross my mind. My guy, 47-year theory, said, I think that Hassan paid those guys to do that to him. He probably spoke to them before he went live and told them to throw bottles and had to go get the to be real with you, I think if Hassan did that, I think he could have did it in a better way. Like if Hassan actually was, I think he probably could have titled the video in a better way. Um, you know what I mean? I think he could have just titled the video in a better way, to be honest with you. If he was really doing it like that. So I think that was just the realest thing about the video. You know what I mean? Flacco might have been right about him editing the two pieces together. He might have been wrong. As I said, I don't wish no harm upon nobody. You know what I mean? It's like you don't wish your own enemy to be in jail, that type of shit. You know what I mean? But we'll just have to wait and see what happened, obviously. It's like when China Mac was going through all that shit when he had made it seem like he had got into a major altercation in New York when he came back to New York. I think it was during the issues he had with Troy Ave. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Friday the 13th, baby. That's what it is when I'm talking about Hassan Campbell. It's Friday the 13th. It's Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. You know what I'm saying? It's all them joints. Scream. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite? You know what I mean? Who's your favorite person that ever made Hassan Campbell look like a bitch? You know, that type of shit. Gotta have thick skin to be on YouTube. Dayton, Ohio in the building. What's popping? Dayton, what's good? Seattle. Much love to Seattle on the tap in. Yo, make sure to spread the word, man. I definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight, as I said. Uptown Philly. Uptown Philly, West Oak Lane. What's good? Appreciate you for tapping in, Dominic. Much love, man. South Carolina. South Carolina. What's South Cali? Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm baked as hell. Michigan weed is outstanding. That's what's up. I ain't been to Michigan yet. I wanted to take a trip up there to interview a couple different people. This is a few years ago. I wanted to go up there to interview some of the D12 guys. I ended up connecting with Bazaar over Zoom though, which was dope. You know what I mean? To get the chance to vibe with Bazaar, who was the first one actually signed to Eminem from the group. I believe that's what he told me in the interview. And him and Proof, we're going to go on to, well, you're going to have to check out the whole interview if you want to hear what Proof was actually going to do with Dr. Dre. I don't think Hassan really wants any problems with Gilly. He really only wanted appreciate you, Chris, for tapping in tonight, man. He really only wanted a response from Gilly. You know what I mean? That's really all that he wanted, to be real. He wanted Gilly to say his name on the internet. When Hassan had first got kicked off of YouTube, his first video back was actually responding to Fat Joe. He just loved it. He loved it when Fat Joe finally spoke on him. It's pretty sad. You know what I mean? He loved it when this guy finally dissed him. It was like it made like one of the highlights for his year. Far Rock. What's up, Far Rock, New York? Just did a new interview. With Keen Streets, Bird Gang 2.0 representative, Far Rock, New York representative, Far Rock, Queens representative. Dope ass interview. Also, salute to Dice Peso. He gave me the opportunity to do an interview with him as well. I appreciate both of those guys, man. Jim Jones has some real hitters on his team, man. Jimmy has some talent right now, and I look forward to seeing as the two of them continue to grow. You know what I mean? They're working. You know what I mean? Dice Peso is laying some of the. If you guys haven't heard those two, y'all, Dice Peso, Keen Streets, they're doing some of the best music right now that's out. Springfield, Massachusetts. That's right up. That's right up the way from me, actually. Much love to Springfield. Yeah, 10 Toes Down is my brother, yo. 10 Toes Down and I have done a bunch of episodes together, man. Really appreciate 10. Yo, if you haven't checked out any of my other material, make sure you go check it out, man. 10 and I have made history together. Exactly. Chucky the Charger, what's good, man? He said Hassan uploaded a pre-recorded video. What's going on, yo? Oh yeah, that's my bro Chilion. What's poppin', G's? Appreciate you for tapping in. It's my guy Darren Barr's brother. He's made a couple video appearances as well. Always looking fly and shit in the videos. Appreciate you for all that you do, man. Especially, making sure a lot of videos that get shot for Darren Bars, like his new video that he actually did. My guy Darren Bars actually did a new video. It's based on the Knock Knock movie from Keanu Reeves. Chilion, definitely appreciate you for all that you do, especially for that other time when you took us all out to the casino. You all got a room at the casino and shit. I remember that. We was both balling out at the casino shooting videos and shit, bro. And then the new video that was basically, it was based on Darren Bars did this video where he was actually reenacting that Keanu Reeves movie called Knock Knock. I think Eli Roth had something to do with it or something like that. Yeah, Eli Roth, that horror movie director. So that was interesting. My guy Darren Bars, y'all know him as RBH too if you've been across the show, the networks over the years. And yeah, he got a lot of attention for that, for actually, you know what I mean, parodying or however you look at it, doing a music video like that. Keen Street is my guy. Yeah, man. If you haven't seen it, go check out the new interview with Keen that I did, man. I'm really proud of that joint. I'm actually looking forward to going out to Far Rock too. That's what I was talking about, doing some streams and stuff. That'd be a dope to do a stream with Keen. But first I got to get my situation lined up with Kick, see how that works. I think that's the way to do live streaming. I don't know if I'm going to do it on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to do it on YouTube. Maybe I could run with 10 on that one. Salute to my brother 10 Toes Down. Guys, it's been a live episode. It's been a live podcast. I'm going to get out of here for the night. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you haven't seen the interviews, all the throwback content that I've been putting up, go check it out right now as we log up out of here. But I hope y'all enjoyed this official roast, reaction, podcast, however you want to refer to it, man. And I am going to be bringing this to all streaming platforms pretty soon, man. You see, we go for a good duration here, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I'm out.